without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like Cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what, let me stop.
Look at me, I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport. And I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan. Dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count her 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard. Gotta sound a light switch.
go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. On me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Kick it and go, kick it and go.
With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was dying and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First carry of the game, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On on 2nd and 9. Wentz trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
21.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
48-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Raheem Mostert.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 7.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, it's Deshaun Jackson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
21. Here we go. Rush in. SOS.
Play action. Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Good.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First down, Eagles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by...
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
At their own 6-yard line.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back if they avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sliding out of the pocket, letting one go deep for the end zone. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, first down carry by Sanders. Well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up.
Bosa on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up
from the 41. Wentz.
41-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
For San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 brings up 3rd and 1.
Once again, it's Mostert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Gould now out to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 19-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Raheem Mostert.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Riley on the tackle.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you're going to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The tackle.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was brought down by...
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 2-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
24. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Mostert. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, they're on a nicer...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go.